McGurk, good evening, Los Santos. Bringing you the latest news from Weasel News tonight, we have a chilling story that has gripped the city in fear and disbelief. Large numbers of homeless individuals have gone missing in the wake of recent attacks by wild animals. It's a tragedy that raises questions about the safety of our streets and the well-being of our most vulnerable citizens. Los Santos, a city known for its bustling streets and vibrant nightlife, has become a hunting ground for an unexpected menace. Reports have been pouring in about a surge in wild animal attacks targeting the homeless population. Chimpanzees, Rottweilers, and coyotes are among the predators believed to be responsible for these horrifying incidents. The attacks have left residents in a state of shock as the homeless community seems to be vanishing overnight. Witnesses describe hearing blood-curdling screams echoing through the alleyways and deserted corners of the street. But by the time help arrives, there's often no trace of the victims, just blood-stained sidewalk and torn clothing. Authorities are struggling to contain the situation and panic is spreading among the homeless population. Local shelters are overwhelmed with the influx of survivors seeking safety, but the numbers keep growing. Community organizations and volunteers are doing their best to provide aid and support, but they are stretched thin. Mayor Franks held an emergency press conference earlier today acknowledging the gravity of the situation. She expressed her deep concern for the missing individuals and assured the public that law enforcement agencies are working tirelessly to address the crisis. The mayor also urged citizens to remain vigilant and report any suspicious wildlife activity immediately. In response to the attacks, the Los Santos Police Department has deployed additional patrols throughout the city. Animal control teams are working in collaboration with the authorities to capture and relocate the aggressive animals. The hope is to restore a sense of safety and normalcy to the streets of Los Santos. However, questions linger about the attacks and why they're happening with such frequency. Some experts speculate that recent changes in the ecosystem might be pushing these wild animals into urban areas in search of food and shelter. Others raise concerns about the lack of proper waste management, which could attract these predators to the city. Meanwhile, families of the missing homeless individuals are living in anguish, desperate for any news about their loved ones. They feel their voices are not being heard and that society has turned a blind eye to those living on the fringes. Advocacy groups are demanding that the city take immediate action to protect the homeless and provide better resources for those in need. As the sun sets over the city of Los Santos, its residents find themselves living in fear. The attacks on the homeless have shattered the illusion of safety that once enveloped the city streets. It's a wake-up call for all of us, a reminder that we need to do better as a society to protect those most vulnerable among us. We'll continue to follow this story closely and bring you the latest updates. Our hearts go out to the families affected by this tragedy, and we stand with the homeless community in their fight for justice and security. Stay tuned to Weasel News for the latest developments on this disturbing series of events. Dirk McGurk, Weasel News. Stay classy, you filthy bastards.